in the riches. So you mentioned riches is not, you don't target the money. You do what you like and the money comes. It just happens.
Exactly that.
You know,
I'm not going to take anything with me, right?
Yeah.
I haven't solved the internal life problem question. So,
So for the trader, if you're going to do it for the money, maybe that's the wrong target.
I think you also put the wrong pressures for the trader.
Right.
I tried to be a trader. I wasn't successful. If I was successful, I wouldn't be working. Because I tried to be a trader when I was a private banker. I traded my own money.
Right.
When I traded my own money, I lost money. When I traded other people's money, I made money for them. Why? Because yeah, exactly. When you trade someone else's money, you're more careful. You factor in a thought process. You take calculated decisions. When you trade your own money, all of this goes out the window, and you don't target this professionally as you do for someone else's. And everyone I spoke to that manages for people money, they say the same thing like me. So it's not just me. It's a behavioral thing. Trading is we're all creatures of habit. When it's someone else's responsibility on your shoulders, is huge. Like, I wouldn't sleep at night when I had someone else's money on my shoulders. Like, I would be, I'm never anxious. I'm never stressed. I would be stressed when I would take an investment decision for someone. He bled for that money. He worked. He had goals. He needs it for his family. And he entrusted it with me. It's like a bigger responsibility than marrying him sometimes. They told me things and information that their wives didn't know or their husbands didn't know.
Yeah.
So the trader, if they take a step back and understand how they need to separate themselves and their thought process, and it's very tough. And I couldn't do it. That's why I was never a successful trader. If I could trade, I wouldn't do anything. It's the nicest thing to do in the world, trading. There's nothing more exhilarating than reading about the markets and trading the markets. You feel as if you own the world. Like, literally, you feel as if there's so much information pouring into your brain and you're processing, and you think you can beat everyone.
Why do you think that is? I mean, is it I guess, this is generally that you'd find in, humans, how humans are. Many times, if you had to kind of take an outside third-party view on how people treat themselves, they treat other people. Why other people better than what they would treat themselves? And would you say that's, putting a very high importance on the opinion of others? Or why do we do that?
Your thought process gets blurred when you're dealing with your own stuff. When it's your own capital at risk, you don't, unless you're a professional trader, prop trader, which is not your money but for someone else's money. Like, let's say you're an employee that works for a company and you manage their money. You sit in the treasury department of a bank or of an investment firm or a payment service provider. If it's your own money, you set it, and that's the epitome of this emotion.
100%.
It enters into your thought process. It blurs everything, and then you take wrong decisions. I'll give you an example from my experience. I made not much money. I deposited 10,000. It's a true story. I deposited $10,000, euros, I can't remember, in Saxo Bank in 2006, and I've been trading, and now it's 23. So technically, I've been doing it 17 years. Okay, my balance now shows $15,500. I've had more than 100 successful trades over the last 17 years. I had 5 unsuccessful ones.
Wow.
And do the math. I started 10,000. I ended up at some point with 2.5 because I bought the wrong shares. That I was buying like penny stocks. They were doubling up. I was making money. I was happy. And then one day, zero. It's like I had 2 unsuccessful ones that took me to nearly to zero. I built up the portfolio again. But I learned not to trust my emotion. I started doing Warren Buffett style. When it's like bottoms down, only then buy. And then when it goes up, don't be greedy. Sell 15, 20%, fine, sell. If it goes more up, it's fine. if I could win the lottery, I would have won it already. So
Exactly.
stop thinking you're going to win the lottery with the trading. Have a strategy, follow it. That's it. Why do computers, I'll ask you a question, why do computers trade better than humans? There's no emotion.
There's no emotion.
There's no emotion. You said it. There's no emotion. Because someone put a thought process without emotion to that computer.
Thank you for watching. If you liked that video and you want to watch the full episode, it's available here. Remember to like, subscribe and share. It helps the channel.